Since the start of advertising for products and services, to capitalize and have the best outcome, advertisers tend to target ideas that evoke emotion from a consumer. If one is emotionally in tune with an advertisement, they appeal more to the product, which increases popularity and revenue. The thing about evoking emotion is that sometimes advertisements don't always receive the best reviews. There are ads that critique lifestyle choices and can cause an emotional effect on the consumer. These are the types of advertisements that are often voiced about, as consumers can easily be misrepresented.
Scale of 1 to 10, I feel like my gender is represented at like a 5. I say a 5 because it's like 50-50. Um, Women are advertised as like sexual
I think
beings.
they show like a lot of advertisements show men in a masculine light, like and like power, like in that kind of scheme. But it's like sometimes they show it's negative too because it's like hyper masculine. Like it makes it seem like you can't have no kind of emotion.
See women that mainly like Victoria's Secret, catalogs. You see them in like cooking and cleaning and stuff like that. Like when it's advertising for like dishwashing or some type of like, cleaning product, you see women. You don't really see women as CEOs in advertisement. You don't see women as high power people in advertisement. So I feel like we are advertised, but I feel like we're advertised as like housewives and sexual beings and stuff like that.
So I would definitely say it would be like a 7 or 8. You definitely see a lot of advertisements, even like on the side of like buses, airplanes, a lot of things that they try to sell to reach to certain crowds and stuff. Things of like deodorant, shampoos, body washes, and things of that nature. So I really feel like the male, and not to compare, but I think a male might be advertised more than a female.
I feel as though the biggest issue with advertisements today is that they're not inclusive of all people, such as their body types or all ages or all ethnicities or all heights. It's always a certain image that's portrayed or a certain image that people believe is the norm. There is no normal anything, so therefore everyone should be included. Whether you're black, Hispanic, Asian, you're a midget, you're tall, you're average height, you're a man, you're a woman, if you're skinny, you're fat, maybe your proportions are off. But I feel as though the biggest issue with advertising today is just being inclusive and being versatile.
Like women are seen as derogatory, and women are seen as whores, and more so like I said, sexual beings. Women are seen as property of men. Women are seen as like accessories of men. You know how what men wear jewelry, but they also have a lady half naked next to them, showing ownership of them. So we aren't looked at as powerful, smart, independent, flourishing women. We're
Sometimes ads aren't shown in the right way, and it may take like a negative effect on the person viewing it. I wouldn't say that I necessarily have a direct issue with advertisement. Like I said, I just don't care for when I see advertisements that are basically like false, or it's like you buy an item and it's something cheap, and when you get it, it breaks fast, or it doesn't work as good as it should, or how it's like basically like they just sell you this big dream, and then it's not what it's supposed to be.
My problem with advertisements is they don't show educated black men in a lot of advertisements. They show when they show black men in advertisements, it's usually either like rappers or sports figures. They don't really show lawyers and doctors and stuff like that often. For black men in advertisement, you either gonna be successful if you rap a lick or dribble a ball.
Bad advertisements or advertisements with negative connotations come from the idea of stereotyping genders, roles, and ethnicities. Most times, advertisements are presented to fit a specific group of people or type of people. Today, there are so many different types of people, in fact, too many types to attempt to associate viewers with one category. Advertisers can do a much better job at reaching specific demographics in a different manner, and they should change the way they present specific roles to all of today's society.
They should mix up the way they advertise things. Like they should show more black educated men, or they should show like just different demographics don't always stick to the same demographics because then it becomes like a stereotype. Like it feels like you're trying to portray a stereotype.
For me myself, I'm homosexual, and you never really see anything about LGBT ads unless it's like something big going on, like oh, if it's Gay Week or Gay Month, Gay Pride, things like that. It's like around those times is the only time you see ads about like gay things, but outside of that, it's like, oh well, we don't want to show that to the world. So definitely, just basically like showing like what's actually going on in real life, and like college students, like things that relate to us. Like it's like basically they tell us a bunch of stuff that is like, okay, hey, that's a cool product or whatever, something, something. But like maybe give us ads that like have something to do with our daily life and things that actually go on around us on a day-to-day basis.
I just feel like, as a young black curvy female, I feel like girls my size, my height, my weight is not advertised enough. So I feel like to improve it, they should advertise girls of all colors and all sizes, because even the very, very, very light-skinned black girls are counted out sometimes because of how light their skin is. And then again, the darker girls are also counted out because of how dark their skin is. So I feel like in order to improve advertisement, in order to appeal to more people of my demographic, in order to market my age group, my class, and all that, I just feel like advertisement should do a whole spectrum of black beauty, because it's more than just one shape, it's more than just one size, it's more than just one skin color, hair texture, all of that. So including everybody will increase marketing and advertising.